All right, let's dive right in. In this explainer, we're going to walk you through Indonesia's SIHALAL system, step by step. The goal? Super simple. We want to show your organization exactly how you can become a halal certification facilitator and start sponsoring small businesses. So, let's get to it.
And look, this is way more than just learning how to click through a website, right? This is about unlocking a seriously powerful way for you to support and empower the small businesses that are, the absolute backbone of the local economy. Stick with me, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to help them get the halal certification they need, totally free of charge.
So what exactly are we talking about here? Well, Halal Certification Facilitation is basically a program where an organization, and that's you, steps in and sponsors the cost of halal certification for small businesses. You get to be the facilitator, which means you're the one making it possible for these entrepreneurs to get this super important verification without having to worry about the cost.
Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty of how to do it, let's just quickly cover the who and the what. Come on, you got to understand the basics of the program first, right? This is all about knowing your options before you dive in.
And check this out, a huge range of organizations can step up and be facilitators. Seriously, we're talking about everyone from government agencies and big state-owned companies all the way to community groups, religious institutions, and even large businesses using their CSR funds. You've got banks, professional associations. The big takeaway here is that this door is wide open. It's not some exclusive.
Now, you've basically got two main paths to choose from, prepaid or postpaid. The prepaid one, that's called Prabaya, is the one most folks use. It's pretty straightforward. You decide how many businesses you want to help, that's your quota, and you pay for it up front. The other one, postpaid or Paskabaya, is usually for government bodies that have a formal agreement already set up. So for almost everyone watching, that prepaid path is going to be the one for you.
You also get to choose the type of certification you want to sponsor. First, there's self-declare. This is perfect for businesses with super simple, low-risk products. Think like a local food stall. The minimum you can sponsor here is 10 businesses. Then you've got regular certification. This is for pretty much everyone else, and it involves a full-on audit. But the cool thing is, the minimum for this one is only 5 businesses.
All right, basics are covered. Let's get into the action. Our journey starts at what I'm calling base camp. Just creating your account on the SIHALAL portal. And trust me, this part's a breeze. It's designed to get you up and running in just a few minutes.
Seriously, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, pick facilitator as your user type. Step 2, fill in your details. Step 3, verify your account. That's it. Let's take a look.
Okay, this first step is absolutely crucial, so pay close attention. On this registration page, you see that user type dropdown. You have got to choose facilitator. Do not pick pelaku usaha, which means business actor. One little click here sets you on the exact right path from the get-go.
So after you fill in your info and click Create Account, the system shoots you a verification code to your phone or email. All you got to do is pop that code into the box you see here, hit Verify, and boom, you get that nice success message. Just like that, your account is live.
Okay, but hold on. Before you rush off to the application, there's one more super important thing you have to do. Once you're logged in, go straight to the Profile menu. This is where you fill in all the nitty-gritty details about your organization. Make sure you fill everything out, and then, don't forget this, hit Simpan Parubaham, which just means save changes. You have to do this before you can move on.
Okay, account's set up, profile's complete. We are ready for the main event, submitting the application itself. To make things super clear, we're going to walk through the most common scenario, which is the prepaid regular facilitation path.
So from your main dashboard, look for Entry Facilities on the left-hand menu. You're going to click that big Tamba Pinajuhan button, which means Add Submission. That'll pop up a couple of options. For what we're doing today, you'll click Buat Fasilitasi right under Registration Fasilitasi Baru. That's the one for the prepaid option we talked about.
The application form itself is nicely broken down into a few tabs. The very first one, Pengajuan, is where you'll put in all the basic details about your program. So in here, you'll give your program a name, you'll set the start and end dates, and you'll pick the type. Remember, we're going with regular for this example. Then you just need to specify where the money's coming from. Maybe it's a government budget or your company's CSR fund.
All right, so we've got the what and the when sorted out. Next up is the who. This is where you officially connect your program to the partners who are actually going to do the certification work. And it's really easy. You just go to the Lembaga tab, that means institution, click Tamba, and then you pick your partner Halal Inspection Agency, the LPH.
These are the official, accredited folks who will perform the actual audits for the businesses you're helping. You just find them in a drop-down list of all the approved agencies.
We are so close. The last part of the application is just about defining the scope of your project. Basically, where is happening, your budget, and your quota.
So you'll jump over to the Detail BI tab, which is just Cost Detail. Here, you'll nail down the location, province and city, that your program is for. You'll pick a general product type, like food, and then you enter the quota. That's the magic number, the number of businesses you're going to support. Once that's all in, you hit Submit, and it goes off for verification.
And you did it! Application submitted. We've basically reached the summit of our climb. Now it's just a couple of final steps to take your application from pending to fully active. This is where all that prep work really pays off.
So after the official agency, they're called BPJPH, gives your application the thumbs up, an invoice gets created. You'll find it under the Invoice Facilitation menu. At first, you'll see the status on the left, Menunggu Pembayaran, which just means it's waiting for payment. Then, once you take care of the payment, you get that satisfying flip to Lunas, which means paid. Awesome.
And this is the moment you've been waiting for. If you go back to the Daftar Facilitators, your main list, your program will now have a beautiful new status, Code Issued. That's it. That's the official green light. Your code is now active, and small businesses can start using it to get their free halal certification. You've officially done it.
So with that final step, all the paperwork, all the clicking, it's done. Your part of the journey is complete, but the story's not over, not by a long shot. Now you get to kick back and enjoy the view from the top and see the real-world impact of what you just did.
Because when you go back in and click Detail on your active program, this is what you'll see. A growing list of the actual small businesses that you are helping. Every single name on that list is a real person, an entrepreneur whose dream you just helped make possible. Your journey through the SIHALAL system might be over, but for them, a whole new chapter of growth and opportunity is just getting started. So the only question left is, how many names is your organization going to add to that list?